Hello friends, Namaste, good morning or good evening everyone. This is Lavanya Vishwanath from Australia. I'll be the host for the session with the divine blessings of Dr. Brahmashi Subhash Patriji and Swarnamala Patriji. Let us start our today's session. So I would like you to welcome back to the Divine Breath YouTube channel, Australia, initiative of Pyramid Spiritual Society movement. So as we all know that our senior pyramid master, Prasanna Medisetti from Houston, started narrating this book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. So in our last session, let me just give you a recap about what happened in the last session. So Sanagaru told us that happiness and unhappiness both are illusions. So whatever we get on that particular day, so we should think that that particular experience is with the grace of God. So you accept it and keep moving on. And we all know that negativity means inner resistance, which is just feeds our ego. So if you are attracting any experience again and again, means there is a message for us. So to become aware of that message, we need to come back to this present moment. And we should always forgive others and forget any kind of negative experience and move on. And we also learned about how to release our emotions like ducks. So with this, friends, join me in welcoming our Senior Pyramid Master, Prasanna Garu. Over to you.
Hello, welcome back to another session of Power of Now. We are in the beyond happiness and unhappiness, right? So that's where we are, there is a peace. That's what we are learning. So the Buddha taught that even unhappiness is dukkha, that is done, right? Even happiness is dukkha, yeah, we have done that. So I have been practicing, somebody is asking like, I've been practicing this meditation. This is the question of many of us. I have been practicing a meditation. I have been attending so many workshops. I have read many books of spirituality. And I try to be state of the non-resistance mode. But if you ask me, have you found that peace, inner peace, that is long lasting? My honest answer is no. Why I haven't found it? Where else I can, what else I can do it? Where else I can find this inner peace? Okay. If you actually observe the answer, you question carefully, the answer is within the question itself. Because he's asking, I have been doing all these things. Where else I can find it? What else I can do it? The very question itself is a wrong kind of thing, because where else you can find it? The inner peace is not somewhere else. If you start searching for it the outside, you will never find it, because inner peace is within you. So you are still seeking it outside. You cannot go in a seeking mode. Inner peace, you cannot go in a seeking mode. Whenever you are going, maybe in the next workshop I'll get to know more, maybe in another meditation technique I'll maybe knowing it more. So all the things you are going seeking somewhere in the future. But what exactly is, you are already in peace. You are in the present moment is the peace. So come back to your attention to the present moment. Don't look at the future, present moment. Don't look at to the other state that I will be peace when I attain something. I will be peace when I learn the new technique. No. So you come back to the current situation. Forgive yourself. Suppose you are in the non-peace today, you have some disturbance, you have non-peace. Forgive yourself being a non-peace and accept it. Suppose some loved ones, somebody passed away from your life. Okay, don't you cry? Yes, but you be in that moment. It's not that you shouldn't cry or you shouldn't do. So embrace that moment also. Be present completely in that moment. So that is the peace. Once you are in that moment, because more than somebody passing up, especially the dependents, what will happen is more than them. How do I spend time from tomorrow onwards? How do my life is going to be? That fear is the one which is actually creating a lot of turbulence than actual the person is. So try to live in that moment. Forgive yourself for being sad. Forgive yourself for being non-peace. Completely embrace in that moment. It could be the non-peace. It could be the sadness. That moment when you are completely there, then that will be transmuted into the peace. Anything you accept fully will turn into the peace. This is the miracle of surrender. So it is not somewhere else. You have to accept it as is. So you may have turned the other cheek, because the Gandhijis have turned the other cheek, right? It's not that whenever somebody is slapping, turn the other cheek. Here, the hidden meaning is the teacher enlightenment is like, what is the teacher? He was attempting to convey that symbolically the secret of non-resistance. Don't resist yourself. Non-resistance, non-reaction. Don't react to it. He was concerned only for the inner reality. You concern only your inner reality, not with the outer conduct of your life. Okay, then you will be able to achieve the things. I will give you an example that happened this week to me. Something like in my office, because we are all working in my office, I have to write some email to follow up on some compliance team. So I have written an email. Then I got a very harsh reply saying that how many times I have to, you will be asking this. I already replied it. You are not reading it. You maintain a log of it. Do that, blah, 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 blah. So many advices. And I got a real harsh reply. Okay. So when I got that, immediately when I saw this, because after all this learn, because if I have went learn all these things, if I don't have all this knowledge, my immediate reaction would have been give him fat. Okay, but after reading all these things, okay, what I'm asking, what she assumed is totally different. Okay, definitely the answer reply is she assumed something else, and then she replied back, let me not respond to it. I just left it there. And I didn't take it to my heart also. I didn't take it to my too personally also. So because of that, what happened? I just parked that time, whatever. I just saw that project closure. That there's a project closure approval email. So compliance has to give us to yes, you are good to close. So I just checked my SLA. It has some time. So it has some time. So I need not worry. I will see that later. After a week, I just parked it and I just went on to my work. Because whenever the people who wrote that kind of harsh email, right, they expect retaliation as well. Okay, I didn't retaliate. I just stopped it, moved on to the other work. After a week, she sent all her emails to the person whom somebody is working with her for her, right? So to the junior or somebody, so she sent, okay, check all these emails. These people are asking something. I have replied to some of the emails. I'm not sure whether I have done right or not, because I was going through some kind of rough situations that in her life. That's what she mentioned, it seems. So the assistant or the junior, whoever, she sees all the emails and then she pinged me. Okay, why you didn't reply back to this? Because she wrote all the things, right? Which that too she escalated to my manager too. CC'd my manager too. Why didn't you do that? I said okay. So now who told you? No, because she sent to me. She had a harsh week. It seems so. She sent all these mails to check those things. Then oh, now you get it right. Okay, now you reply. Now explain to her and reply to that. Then because that time also I was not so harsh or anything. Then she replied back saying that okay, this and this you have to do it. At the same time, she replied to my manager also saying that okay, there is a slight misunderstanding. So here is the thing. Then that particular thing my manager saw and then asked, Prasanna, why didn't you tell me? When such a email came and with it so much harsh, why didn't you tell me? I would have replied. If not you, I would have replied. I said I told she seems like she had a harsh week, so let it be. Oh, everybody's harsh week, why should we take it? That's what my manager is saying. But the thing is, It's if I just go back, why I'm explaining is, if I just go back, is something happened to me because of that email? Because when nothing happened, why I'm able to be at peace? Because I didn't take it personally. I just accepted it. Whatever it is coming, I accepted it. If I start fighting, pick up a fight on that, my week will be giving replies back and forth, right? Sometimes you just need to leave it like that. Yeah, that I got after 25 years of experience. I got it like, okay, we should not react for every damn thing. We can just wait. The things will, time will solve the problems. Similarly, any case, this is a situation that happened, or because I'm in the awareness, I just have to face in a different way. I just explained. But similarly, in our life, we turn so many things. We immediately react and we take it too personal. Our ego will get hurt. Why, after doing all this work, why they have to tell all the things? So many things will come up. So give a little space, give just acceptance, then you will see how the things will be turned. So here the so non-reaction, non-resistance, just concerned about your inner reality only. What I see is, I don't want to lose my peace. That's all. The only thing is, by replying to that email and again coming back one more email, I don't want to get all the nonsense things to deal in that week. I have so much of other things, so I don't want it. Here he is giving an example of Zen master, the Benjamin, Benzan, who is a very good Zen master. So spent many years in search of enlightenment, pursuit of enlightenment, right? He wanted to get an enlightenment. So then he overheard a conversation in a marketplace. He overheard a conversation. So there is a person who went to the butcher and asking, give me the best piece of the meat that you have. Because he went and is buying some chicken or mutton, whatever it is. So he's asking, give me the best piece of mutton that you have. That's what meat that you have. That's what the customer is asking the butcher. And butcher said, no piece of meat here is there that is not best. What is that? No piece of meat is here that's not best. With this one sentence, our Benjamin enlightenment was opened up. He got enlightened. So, what do you think here? I'm just leaving it the open question, and I want to hear from you. What do you think here? What do you act? What do you say here? Why the Zen master got so much enlightenment? There's no piece of meat that's not best here. Remember, there's no person here that's not best in this world. Nothing, no creature, nothing. Everything is the best of creation. We're all best in our own ways. There's nobody that's a bad, there's nobody that's so good. Everybody is the best. Once you understand that, that's a real enlightenment. With such a simple, because if you start observing the things, right, how the so many years of Zen master means he spent in so many place means in those ashramas or whatever he is spending, but he didn't get the enlightenment. With this particular piece of conversation, he got enlightenment. He got his wait is over. So you have to accept the things as is, as is. Every piece of meat is best. Every person is best. Best. That is an enlightenment. Then, what is the nature of compassion? So, he's asking, having gone beyond your mind, beyond your happiness and unhappiness, so you become like a deep lake. The outer situation of your life, whatever happens there is at the surface of the lake. Suppose if you see that, right, lake, lake or any, even the ocean that's showing me in the background. Okay, all those waves are where they are they throughout the sea? You will see those waves. The waves are only at the shore, right? You can see when you go to the when you go inside the sea, you will not find those waves. Waves will be at the shore only, mostly. Okay. Inside that will, or in the top only, the waves will be there. Even also, if you go to the bottom of the sea or bottom of the lake, it is a study thing, isn't it? It's a study thing. Only the top portion will be the windy and rough because of the wind and rough things. According to the cycles of the seasons, it is actually troubling. But the deep down, whether lake or ocean, it is always undisturbed. The whole lake, the whole lake in the top is just the surface, and when you touch in inside, it is a very absolutely still and undisturbed. Here also, in our life also, we are we are undisturbed by the wind of our emotions, wind of the other things. But inside, inner peace, you are so peaceful. You are so peaceful internally. That is what we should always understand. That's where we have to go. Inside, we are all peaceful. There's nothing like we were, but once you leave all the things, right, the outer side of the emotions, the inner peace is not depending on the wind or anything. Inner peace is inner peace. You abide it, you will be in being. That being is unchanging, timeless, deathless. It is not depending on the fulfillment of something of the from the outer world. Constantly, outer world only is fluctuating, but this constantly inner world is so calm. You can enjoy them, play with them, create the new forms, and appreciate the beauty of all. But there will be no need to attach to yourself to any of it. Okay, but you need not attach to the. So when you become detached, does it mean that you also become remote from other human beings? That's what is. Suppose if I start detaching, I will say, Lavanya, if she asks class, okay, I am detached with all these things, I will not teach. Will I say that? That's what is asking. Will you, for also kids, I need not cook because I got detached. Will I say that? On the contrary, you are unaware of the being. When you are in a being, right? When you are a being, you will love everybody. Why can't you love your own people, right? You will not only loving your own people, everybody you need to love. So you will found, because you have found your own peace. In that peace, you will see, with the peace only you will be able to see everyone. Your mind will like or dislike the form, that will not be there. Everybody, they will like it, which is just their body, that includes the mind as well. True relationships becomes possible only there is the awareness of being. So when I understand that whatever the being that is there in you, in Vara, in Madhu, in Lavanya, everybody is that same supreme consciousness. That being is there in every one of us. When I come to an understanding, I will love everybody equally, isn't it? So coming to the being, you will perceive the another persons. I will not perceive you as another body, another thing. We are all that consciously connected. That kind of understanding, I'll be getting it. Behind which you feel the true reality. Whatever the reality that you have, I found within myself, the same reality is there within you. That's what I found out. When I found that, I will not. There won't be any suffering. There won't be any disliking. I won't be identifying you as a different person in the first place. We are all in the same consciousness. That kind of realization is happening. When that awakening is happening, the consciousness is the same, then that's an enlightenment. Then he's asking, is that what compassion is? Yes, this is also a compassion. Compassion is nothing but a awareness that deep down under the sea or the lake, right? Whatever that it has there, it's a bond between yourself and creatures. I'm just remembering an example to give. You can even open the map, right? There is a Hawaii. Everybody knows, right? In US, maybe it's near to Japan or something, that kind of thing, right? There is a Hawaii. There are seven islands, are seven or eight, and there are other small islands are also there. Okay, but when you see that entire map, right, under that, when you go to the deep down under the any of the what is the island, there is a lava. Under that, there is a lava. So for all the islands, lava is the same. Means lava is not separated by the seven kinds. Lava is one kind of one ocean kind of thing, right? All the seven islands lava is connected. But only thing is there is a one big island, there is a Mavu, there is a Honolulu. Some, because where there is the earth is there, right? That island is there. But under that there is all the consciousness. If you see us also, under all of us that consciousness is there, which is connected everybody. Okay, whenever our ego is rising, whenever our body, my body is like this, I vote this is Prasanna, this is Lavanya, this is Gayatri. Okay, so with all the things, we are upper level because we are at the surface level, we appear to be different. Okay, but under that, all are the consciousnesses. When I saw that, why I remember that example is when they're explaining in a video, right? So these are the islands, but when you go down, 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 this is all the lava. And even you can, some of the places you can see that lava is erupting like that. And recently you would have seen, right? Some island, the lava got erupted and some news came like 2-3 months back. So under that everywhere that lava only there. So similarly here under all of us, deep down under all of us, that same consciousness is there. When you understand that you and me are coming from that same consciousness, why do I differ you? Why do I say that you are different? You are also the same and I am also the same, right? So same consciousness we have been coming. So that is the kind of understanding we should have. I have nothing in common. Suppose you may say that, oh, how can I say, madam, I have nothing in common. That guy is a have no sense at all. How can I say I and he are the same? Somebody asks. There's nothing in common, right? You and him, nothing is common, right? So in his body, what is actually going on? Blood. Your body, same blood only going on, nothing. Your body milk is not going on, his body water is not going on. Everybody's body, the blood only going is only circulating. And if he dies, what happens? You will bury him or whatever, and all the panchabhutas will go into the panchabhutas, and the other body will decay and it will go into the thing. When you bury, it is the same thing. Does it anything different? Only the outer things, if you are rich enough, then maybe you will be, outer the decorations will be more. But when you burying is the same and going is the same, right? And we are all breathing the same air. Is there any special air for the rich people and good people, and the different air for the bad people? No, right? So we are sharing the same air, we are sharing the same water, we are sharing the same earth, we are sharing so many things same. When we go also, we are going to the same place. Then how can we say that you are different and I am different? We are all the same. So when we are all the same, so it is the fact that we are all the same at the only at the surface level, there is a difference. Once you got that understanding, then that is the enlightenment. Most powerful spiritual practices is meditate deeply on mortality of the physical forms, including your own. That's what they said. Die before you die. So you practice dying. Die before you die. Go into the deeply. Your physical form is dissolving. It's no more. So all of you got that experience when you are meditating it. Sometimes you don't even feel like you are there. That's why whenever we are giving some kind of notes, right, some kind of what do you say, guided meditation, they say, bring awareness to your body, feel your hands, feel your legs, they say, because you are not feeling anything, you are completely somewhere, isn't it? Because of that. So here also, when you are going deeply into the meditation, dissolve your physical body. That moment your mind forms are gone, your thoughts are died, you are still, but you are still there, your divine presence is still there. You, nothing that was real ever died. Whenever that is real, it is not died, and it has no names, no forms, no illusions. Whatever that I have, Prasanna, Madhur, Lavanya, these forms are all illusions. These forms are temporary, but within us there is I. That I is common. We are all came from that one consciousness. Once you got that, that is an enlightenment. The realization of this deathless dimension, your true nature, on the other side is the other side of the compassion. Your deep feeling level. Now you recognize that your own immortality through your own and every other creature as well. There are two aspects of the compassion. What? In compassion, seemingly opposite feelings of the sadness, but joy merge into the one and become transmuted into the inner peace. That is the peace of God. So once you go there, there's a peace of God. To have deep empathy for suffering of another being certainly requires a high degree of consciousness, but represents only one side of the compassion. If you are having empathy, that's a one kind. Okay, but it is not complete. What is complete? True compassion is go beyond the sympathy, empathy. Sympathy is one, empathy is a bit more, but go beyond the sympathy and empathy, then you will not find any sadness and joy. Everything merges into one, that is your inner peace or a joy of eternal life. Is it clear? What is an enlightenment? Compassion? Any? Okay. Now, next point. Toward a different order of reality. Towards a different order of reality. I don't agree that the body needs to die. I am convinced that we can achieve the physical immortality. We believe in death, that's why the body dies. So he's asking, we can go ascend with the body, right? I don't believe in this reality. The body need not die because you are believing in death, you are dying. The body is dying. The body specifically need not die. But you are believing in death, that's the reason body is getting died. So body and death are part of the same illusion. If you say the body is an illusion, death is also the illusion because it was created by some egoic mode of consciousness, which has no awareness of the source life and sees itself as separate, constantly under threat. So it creates that illusion that you are a body, a dense, a physical vehicle that's constantly under the threat. Okay. So it is because of the ego, all these are all constantly under the threat. To perceive yourself a vulnerable body that was born a little later dies. That is a illusion. Body, death is one illusion and you cannot have without another. Suppose if you have a body, then death is there. You cannot have, you want to have a body, but you don't want to have a death. That is not possible. That's what you're saying. That's not possible. If you feel that the body itself is also illusion, then you may be ascend. But you are saying, I want body, but I want to ascend. What for you need a body? When you go to the ascend to the higher levels of consciousness, you don't even need to talk. With your thoughts only you can communicate. In the same we are in the different dimension of the thing. Then me and you cannot talk. If I read the book and if I am trying to understand, you will be able to get it all the knowledge. Then do we need a Zoom and talk? No, right? Because now we are feeling the Prasanna is separate and she's living in US and we at this time we have to connect. I am also, at this time they will connect. I need to refer a book and come. So these are all the body minded thoughts. Once you go to the other dimension, you need not talk. Then why do you need a body? You exist. You are always existing. So, but if you believe the body, then the death is also another illusion that you need to believe. To perceive yourself a vulnerable body that was born a little. Okay, that's that. However, you cannot escape from the body, nor you have to. Need not escape from the body, or don't think that you have to escape from the body. That's incredible misperception. The true nature is concealed somewhere is within that illusion, but the true nature is also concealed in that illusion only, within that, not outside of it. So the body is the point to access that real thing. So you should have that body. If you saw an angel but mistook it as a stone statue, you saw an angel but you thought it is a statue, then you would have to do what you have to do. You have to adjust your vision and see more closely. Then you will say it is not a stone statue, it is an angel. Similarly, we are seeing this is all the world, body, death, and all, which is an illusion. Adjust your lens. What is this lens here? Lens of our perception, lens of our understanding. If I am wearing the reading glasses, I'm able to see letters clearly. But if I'm wearing awareness glasses, I'm able to see things very clearly. I will understand. I will get that enlightenment. So we need the glasses of that awareness. If belief in death creates the body, why does an animal also have a body? An animal does not have an ego, and it does not believe in death. That's a question they're asking. But it still dies, right? Why? Again, your perception of the world is a reflection of your state of consciousness. You are perceiving that's an animal giving a birth, that it has a body, it is eating, it doesn't have any ego, and it is dying. That is your perception. Every moment your consciousness is creating the world. Every moment your consciousness is creating that world as a inhabitant. Remember, your consciousness, we are only creating this world. In Thinking on Destiny, he will clearly mention even all these animals and all those things also at some point was created with the thoughts only. Even now also, see, forget about now. As a kid, how many kinds of the roses you saw? Rose flowers, all of us know, right? How many kinds of roses you saw as a kid? Maybe that pink, light pink, white. Okay. After certain thing, I saw that yellow and peach kind of thing also I saw. But if you see now roses with the multicolor, different. How are they getting created? You are mixing. You are doing all the things. So many things you are doing, right? So many you are able to mix these plants and do something and able to get it. So who is created it? Actually, can you create the nature? That's a nature, right? Can you create the nature? These hybrid things and all. You can create, but you have to be at the conscious level. We are the one who is creating it, right? Can you create means God created it. He'll say, where is a God? God is within you and within me. We are the one who is creating this world. As a kid, we don't have all these facilities, but we create. Who created it? We created it, right? We created it in the sense we are the co-creators of this world. Do you agree? We are the co-creators of this world, right? Suppose there is a mountain, let us take big mountain. You want to go to the other side. Then all engineers worked hard and they just built a hole and then they lay down the road and you are able to travel to the other side. This you have seen many places. Agree? Or in a mountain, there will be a train track where the train can go to the other side. Agree, right? So when you do not know, when you do not create this nature, you will not be able to mendel with the nature. I'll give you one more example. I have this iPhone. When iPhone was has some problem, if I take this into the Samsung engineer, will he able to repair? No, right? Same thing, Samsung engineer, if they bring to the iPhone, he will not be able to repair. Okay. Only the iPhone, whoever created, whoever that engineer, only he can do it. Similarly, if you are meddling with the nature, so something we are meddling, we are able to create the roads, we are able to use that thing means we are the one who created it in long back life. Because we created it, we are able to meddle with it, we are able to do something and create a road and use that because we are the creators, co-creators of this nature. So we are the one who is doing it. That once you understood, right, then you will be able to. So it's nothing. All this phenomena of everything, observed, observer, all the concept, right? A person conducting an experiment, observing the consciousness, they are not separate phenomena. They are one and the same. Nothing is what seems to be is a different. The world you have created seems through egoic mind. All the world is created with the egoic mind and there seems to be very imperfect place. We see that the perfect, imperfect place because of our ego, because of the veil of the tears that we have. It is how consciously you interprets each molecular energy that is there in this world in this world, then you will be able to see the real. The energy is a raw material, so called the physical reality. So it is in terms of the body's birth and death, struggle and survival. If you take the infinite number of completely different interpretations, completely different words, possible, not possible, anything can be, you can interpret. It all depends on how you perceive that consciousness, how you perceive that consciousness. Every being is the focal point of consciousness. Every such a focal point can create its own world. Although all these worlds are very interconnected, so there will be the human world, there will be ant world, there will be all the other worlds, right? So many worlds are there, but all the worlds are evenly interconnected, yet they are ultimately one only. They are not separate. Our collective human world, largely created through the level of our consciousness, we call it as a mind. With the mind, we are creating all the things. So there are all the worlds are sub worlds of the big world. So since all the worlds are interconnected, so human consciousness is also interconnected, and it transformed into the nature, transformed into the plant kingdom, transformed into the animal kingdom, and is reflecting. Everything is the same consciousness. The world it appears to be now is largely the reflection of our egoic mind only. Fear being unavoidable consequence of egoic delusion, it is the world dominated by the fear. It is entire world is dominated by the fear only. There is something else, some perception. So with the fear only, everything. Today, so you have some $1,000. Will you spend all $1,000? You don't spend because you only need $100 to do something, and other people are waiting. They need some money. Will you give it back? Give it to them? You have a fear that tomorrow what will happen, right? So this is, every one of us are living in some kind of the fear or other fear. According to the Saint Paul, the whole creation is waiting for the humans. What it is doing? Why this entire creation is happening? Why so many? The entire creation is happening because the world wants you to become enlightened. It is trying to show you different examples, different experiments, showing that you come out, you become enlightened. That's what the world is trying to say to you. The created universe is waiting eagerly, expectation of the God's sons to be revealed. Come to the present. How you can become enlightened? Come to the present moment. What is born in the new consciousness is inevitable reflection of the new world. Okay, so it is the inevitable reflection of the new world. So first heaven, first earth is passed away. Now with all our evolution, with all these understanding thoughts, we are coming the new heaven and new earth. But don't confuse with the cause and effect. Your primary task is not to seek a salvation through creating a better world, but awakening out of identification from it. Awaken your identification, awaken your awareness. You are no longer bound to the world. You are in the level of reality there where the consciousness is there everywhere. You are in touch with the something or infinitely greater than this pain and pleasure. So that's where you need to go. Remember, we talked the dual nature, right? The true compassion, dual nature, awareness, all the things we saw. So these are all the fully present in the people around you to manifest unconscious. Suppose unconsciously we are behaving so much. Whenever you become the conscious behavior, then you will not create a karma. Otherwise, that breaks when you are behaving a conscious behavior, that breaks your karma. That karmic action and reaction cycle will break. Okay. Animals, trees, flowers will feel your peace. Not only we ourselves, these all other kingdoms also will feel your peace, whatever the peace. From the light world, the pure consciousness they recognize to eliminate unconscious in your thoughts. You eliminate your unconsciousness, you come out of that unconsciousness. So whenever you eliminate the unconsciousness, you will be that pure consciousness. But there should not be any hunger or starvation in the first place. How can we create a better world without tackling evil such as hunger or a violence at the first place? Is asking. How can this? then all evils are effect of unconsciousness. Whatever the evils are coming, all are unconsciousness only. We can elevate the effects of unconsciousness, but cannot eliminate them unless you eliminate their cause. Unless you eliminate their cause, you cannot eliminate. True change happens within, but not without. Nowadays, because I have seen a case, and that case I just realized there are so many video games that are actually producing it, right? So many video games are coming up. I have seen a case recently that the boy who spoiled his future because of the addiction of these video games. Okay, we try to solve the problem of why this boy is getting addicted, why he is not actually doing it. All that we try to solve that problem there, right? Usually we try to act, but where is the problem? Can you tell me where is the problem? Who actually, why one has to create such a video games? Is that any useful for the society or anything? Because somebody wants to make you money. You need to start eradicating there itself. If you stop, then all these things, because somebody is creating it, whoever is having a weak mind or whatever it is, those who are having the distractions, they are going. Literally, means I have, when I saw that it is a dangerous than drugs, dangerous than alcohol, or more or less it is the same kind of thing. So be aware of it. Whoever is having young kids, be aware of that. So this is the kind of, you should not actually go on surface this, even that whatever that asks hunger and all those things, right? Starvation, these are also at the thing, because the nature has given abundant food for everybody. It is sufficient, unless it is grabbed only by the few people, unless it make it so expensive that all people are not able to access the food, or not able to get that food. Otherwise this food is available to everybody. Okay, so we need to try to solve the problem at the root level. Applies to the, so we need to show that empathy. Someone else pain, someone else lack of the food. If we are showing that empathy, then we will not have all the problem. Once you get involving at that level of the work, the teaching of that enlightenment, pure main purpose, that peace, precious gift, you will be able to give it to the world. All that you will be able to give to the world. Once you understand that, that is what it is. Now there are 4 minutes. Let me just recap it, what we have learned in this beyond happiness and unhappiness. What is the thing that we used it? I just wrote some notes. Okay. The nature of the true peace. First thing we understood is the nature of the true peace. Okay. Eckhart Tolle is asserting the true peace is not the same as happiness. Happiness is coming from external things, and internal peace is coming, true peace is coming from the internally when you go deep down. Happiness is depending on external conditions, or it is a conditional, whereas the thing that is giving a happiness will also give an unhappiness when the conditions were not met. Whereas true peace, on the other hand, arises with the inner stillness and acceptance of the present moment. Then the inner peace is coming. The polarity of the emotions, right? What is the polarity? Emotions we talked about. Life in the physical form is governed by the duality, like up and down, joy and sorrow, gain and loss, all the things. When we attach our identity to these life situations, you are in between these extremes. So Eckhart Tolle is saying that they're all temporary. Happiness is temporary, unhappiness is temporary, joy is temporary, sad is temporary. So find out who you are true really. Observe your emotions. Next point is accepting the present moment. That is the gateway to the peace. Accept whatever it comes in the present moment, accept it. Resisting in the present moment is causing the suffering. Accept it. Even if it is a painful, it leads to the inner freedom. Acceptance does not mean passivity. It is the reality within that you don't deny it. Whether it is means surrender is the simple word you can say. Surrender is a profound wisdom, which we are going to discuss in the next chapter. Then the role of ego. The ego thrives all the drama in our life. The ego is the one which is creating a drama, conflict, emotional highs and lows. Everything was created by ego. It is always seeking some sense of comparison with others, some identity crisis, some story it creates. Ego will create some story in your mind. So leave that ego. Peace becomes possible. We disidentify from the ego. When you disidentify from ego, then the peace will come. Then transcending duality, come out of the duality. So Inca is introducing the idea behind the opposites, right? The dimension of the peace is there beyond that observer and observant. Come out, silent witness. Anything it comes, be the silent witness. Then you will be spend the time in stillness. Presence is more apparent. The mind lost its grips. When you are still study, the mind loses its grip. Life situations versus life. There are life situations. The life is different. So your life situations consisting of your circumstances, your problems, your external identity. Whereas life is the being, always present in that being. You will be at inner peace. When we merge our identity of our life situations, we lose the access to the peace. Don't merge your life with the life situations. Living in alignment. To be at peace, to access the peace, we must align in the now, present situations. Do not resist, do not go further, do not go future or past. Consistently be present in that moment. This alignment leads to the inner spaciousness in which the peace naturally arises. So, what is the takeaway message from this chapter? So, lasting peace does not lie in pursuit of happiness. If you find the happiness, you will not get the pain. Or if you avoid the pain, you will not into the peace. That's not the peace. It lies in deep acceptance of present moment. If you accept whatever is happening in the present moment, that is the peace. That recognition that you are not your thoughts, you are not your emotions, you are not your name, you are not your positions, you are not your position, you are not your knowledge, you are beyond that. That stillness of being is the one that we have to understand. Peace is one of the most beautiful, profound experience that we all can have. It does not depend on external behavior. It comes when you enter into the power of now. When you enter into the present moment, it will enter into that. That is actually the beautiful moment. The inner body is at peace. So inner body is come to that bottom of the sea. Go to that present peacefulness. Anchor your present moment. Connect your inner body. Bypass all your surface feelings. All your waves are surface feelings and emotions. Pass on that, go into the deeper, then your awareness. This awareness is a shield. With the overwhelmed highs and lows, it will shield you. Surrender is a strength, but not a weakness. Remember, it's a strength. People often mistake surrender or giving up is a is kind of a weakness, but no, it is a releasing your resistance. Surrender means you are releasing your resistance. If you want to learn more about Surrender the Experiment by Michael Singer. You can read that book. It was so beautiful book. It is his life, how he surrendered in each and every moment. Once he went to the very high position, after a few months he was also in a jail. What happened when he was kept in a prison? I think he wrote that book. So you can learn more of the surrender. The means I have read that book and I really impressed so much the author has given. I went and met the author to Michael Singer. That's why I'm saying surrender. The power deep in red. If you once you leave that ego, acceptance of the now, end of all drama. Accept the present moment. That is the end of all the drama. That's a peace and it's your natural state. Rest in now. That's where you will be getting enlightenment. With that, we completed our last but one chapter. Okay, we left with one last chapter, the surrender. Okay, thank you. And now open for questions.
Thank you, Prasanna garu, for the wonderful session.
Your voice again was feeble to me. I don't know
Oh,
about
is
others.
it, is it better? Anything better?
It's better. It's better.
Thank you, Prasanna Garu, for the wonderful session. Yeah, so much to take today. There are so many points that you recapped, and yes. Friends, any questions? You can either raise your hand or put it into the chat, whichever way you feel comfortable, or your feedback. Any questions?
At this point, I think Eckhart Tolle was explained like deep down. He hit the points. Basically, it is for us. Yeah, next 2 weeks, I'm giving you a break. Contemplate yourself. I will also try to provide the notes for the entire chapter. Okay, short notes for the entire chapter. I'll send it to Lavanya. Try to contemplate in each and every moment. We will meet again in June first week, first Saturday, whatever. I'm going for a retreat in next week, and that following week also traveling. So
Sure, Prasanna Garu.
it's a silent retreat. Otherwise, I would have taken a class. I would have come and taken a class. Silent retreat, so I want to follow abide the rules of the retreat.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you so much for giving us so much of your time every week.
Thank you, thank you. It's all my
Um,
pleasure.
how does one always be in awareness, stay in awareness?
Yes.
How do you do it?
But so whenever actually I can say it won't come whenever we learn something or anything, but gradually it is coming. That's what I noticed. That's why I gave a detailed example of whatever happened last week in the office.
Mm,
The
yeah,
reason is it will come because once you understand that if I start reacting it, my mental peace only going. Okay, it's nothing is happening to the other person. My mental peace is going. If I react, oh, why did you say this? If I react, only my peace will be gone.
but
Whenever the other
I,
person, whoever has done right, they try to defend themselves. In that hot moment, forget about anybody outside and you pick up an argument with your kids. Will your kid
mm,
accept it?
no,
No. And at the same time, sometimes kids also raise a valid points. Do you accept it?
probably not. Not always.
No. So first try to learn. Start from there. Start from there. That is what I did it. Whenever something my kids are pointing out, I said, "Oh, really? Sorry, I'll not repeat." Usually, because all the sessions I'm giving here, right? Passively they are listening. Okay, whether they are with me or not. Whenever I say, "Oh, come, that late night," so no, come fast or something, we will tell, right? Ma, why are you thinking negative? You always preach positive thinking. Why are you doing that?
Mm,
Okay. Oh, okay. Nothing will happen, but I want you to be come early if possible. Then I started giving a gently, I'm trying to say in a positive way. So I'm finding something different reason, right? If you come early, if you are means if you come late, right? Morning you need to get up, right? So otherwise we will be losing that. So come early, something like that, right? Once I started, so my way of expressing became different.
different.
Suppose there is something, some one incident has happened. I see what is the positive thing that happened, what is the good that he has done. First I appreciate it.
Mm,
Then this much smart you did it, right? This why did you do this? Next time you better do this way. Because instead of arguing is not actually taking me anywhere. That ego clashes is coming, whether
yeah.
it is with the kids or with a partner or with friends or with colleagues also. So one
Mm,
the other day last week, one of my friend, she started fighting with me. You are going, and this month also you're going to Mount Shasta and you're taking some other girls. You didn't include me. I asked you 2 times to include you in your travel group. You, then blah 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 blah. She became like lost. That party also you didn't talk to me. You are giving me a secondary preference. This party also you did that. So many things that she gave. Okay. Then I said, okay, there's nothing intentional. If you feel that way, I'm sorry. I'll take it. That stops the conversation. Is it
yeah.
not?
Yeah.
That stopped the conversation. She said, it's okay, it's okay. Maybe you have so many friends. Maybe you have, because she started defending differently.
Mm. So,
But if I say in a different way, it could be totally right.
mm.
That's how, because that's giving me peace. Once you started experiencing that peace, Madhugaru, then you definitely will go to that path. The email I
Oh,
said, right? I
mm.
am a person when some of the time, it means in early of my career, when I did not do anything wrong, my boss said something, you won't believe. I stopped breathing. Why he has to tell that? Why he has to tell that? I was like, because the moment I became consciousness, I was ended up in ICU. Because
Mm.
that much I took it to the heart. Then doctor mentioned nothing happened. You just what do you say? Skipped a breath. Because of
Oh.
that, you became an unconscious. So later
Mm.
you started breathing it. But whenever in life you remember, whether it is a good or bad, when something is bothering you, pick up a call or go to a friend and express whatever it is. Don't
Mm.
feel that they will judge or anything, because you have the tendency of becoming too much sensitive, too much. From that to this, I became.
Mm. Mm.
From that stage to, even if they are actually yelling for unnecessary reasons, also, okay, it can wait. I will go on with my work. So why I am able to get it? Because that is not, because that day, whoever has done, he didn't get affected. You only got
You
affected,
did.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So who is at for fault? I only at fault. However, the ego mind that I took it, right, I have done. Why he has to talk to me like that? I. That ego only is hurted me. Now I took that ego out and I proceeded with my work. Then it came to me.
Mm.
Is it not? So it is a practice, Madhugar. Definitely it is a practice. Start from your home.
Yeah.
Analyze
But
your situation.
I
Initially, what
find,
will happen is, after the situation has happened, after you have reacted, then you will realize, oh, I would not have done that. After unconscious reaction, you will realize it. Immediately, sometimes after a day, you will realize it. Sometimes after few hours at the end of the day, night, you will realize it. As you are practicing, after the situation, immediately you realize it. Whenever
mm.
immediately you realize it, you will stop it. Next time, what will happen? While you are started before reacting itself, your mind will
Yeah.
say, no, no, no. So
Mm.
that's a
Mm.
constantly you need to be aware of a current moment, present moment. Okay.
I find with my friends and other people, I can give up. But when it comes to my husband, I have a short fuse.
You know what? Husband, the first spouse is the best thing to practice all these things. Okay.
Mm.
Because everybody, remember, the other day one of my friend is saying, oh, he's behaving this way, he's behaving that way. I said, you have some karmic bondage with him and you came.
Yeah.
And if you want to get rid of it, the same kind of person will come next lifetime also, I guarantee you.
Mm.
With all the spiritual practices, first start from there.
Start at home. Yeah.
Because all other places, you are detached, already detached a
Yeah.
bit. That
Yes.
is why
Yes.
you are able to control. But here you got
Yeah.
attached so much.
Mm. Thank you.
Completely. And in a relation, our thoughts
Thank.
manifest into reality. Whose thought was manifested when first person were created or born? Also, they say that your karma is the current life defines you whenever you take another birth. When these first people were born, there was no karma before. No, there is no karma before. When in the first generation it was started, there is no karma, and they were all no. The example, it used to be like this, because I was I took I just, because like a movie play, right? Let us take in a movie, one heroine is acting as a prostitute in one of the movie. In another movie, the same heroine is acting as a big shot or something. So is she feeling bad that she is acting a prostitute in that movie? Is she become actually prostitute? No, right? She's acting in that movie as a prostitute. So because she is aware of it, but that particular role also, if she acted very well, she will get award, isn't it? Similarly, in the beginning days, when the people was created, There is only one consciousness. It became. So when it became to the different forms, it became. So then there is a no me and no me, yours and all this came after that only, because at that time when everybody was very synchronously going. There's no person is great or not. Everybody is going and getting some fruits or something and they are eating. There's nothing. Then once the cultivation, if you go back, once the cultivation started, because all the men are going for something and they are getting it, right? These women, by taking those seeds, they started cultivate. So once the cultivation started, oh, this land is mine. When this land is mine, then this woman is mine, this man is mine, because I want to give mine to the kids. That's where the karmic started. When you started mine, then the karmic bondage started. In all other cases, in animal lifetime and in a plant lifetime, there is no karma, because there is nothing like mine. All one kingdom, lion kingdom, ant kingdom, all they are one kingdom. They are, right? Like that, there is only the humans. We are actually going to the me, ego is there only for the humans. And also in other book that I'm talking, or in this book only the other animals that will get these feelings are the animals which are living very close to the humans. I think a couple of classes back we taught, right? So these are the things. Is that answered your question, MS? Our thoughts manifest our reality. Whose thought was manifested? Whose that consciousness thought? The supreme consciousness. Aneka maudunu gaka. That's what the Bhagavan has taught. That's what we say in our Indian culture. Bhagavantudu, in order to experience all the thing, he became multiple. So that is that supreme consciousness thought, it became multiple. Again, our thoughts are going, and it's creating so much nature. Let me know if it answers, otherwise you can ask. There's a Karma Siddhantam, or some book is there in that, in PMC. It was very clearly mentioned how it was started, how from the beginning it was started. A very small book. I'm not sure whether it is. I bought it from this Lightworkers place. Somewhere I got it. In Telugu it is there. I'm not sure in English it is there or not. Thank you. Any other questions?
Thank you, Prasanna. Very beautiful.
Thank you, Andy.
As usual, yeah. Just focusing, what am I doing every time
Every time,
is,
every minute,
yeah.
every minute, what you are doing, how your feelings are actually dominating you. Our egos are in the, if I'm connecting me because while I'm in the research, because when you are in the research mode, so many things will happen, right? I will post this matter, that matter. I'm really observing the people by posting the different things on my social media. Really, the people, such an egoistic, right? That like button clicking is also so much ego they're showing. Similarly, the people who got also, they are feeling so much fulfillment. The other day I heard there is a one YouTube celebrity or a real celebrity. She committed suicide because her followers are becoming less. How much that we are taking. Even to click also, there are, suppose me and you connected on a social media, we had a conflict of thought in one thing. Okay, here onwards, I will not like Prasanna's post.
Yeah.
Okay, what will happen? Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen to me, definitely. But something will happen to you. The reason is, once you followed one person, right? If you're not like, it will show again and again and again. Every time you have to have that emotion with you. Is it not?
Yeah.
I don't like. Every time you have to see that person. But will you actually unfollow that person? No, you will not unfollow. You want to see what's happening in others' life.
Yeah.
And you talk about it, but you will not do that. If you are a person that you will not like anybody else's post, that's okay. But which you used to be like, with that emotion you withdraw, means how much you are getting affected. But such a simple click also, people are showing so much ego. That much ego, is it required in our life? I really
It just
laugh because
mm,
I conclude, because in my mind, okay, this person is behaving this way. Let me throw some posts and see the reaction, right? So something kind of thing, because I'm doing some kind of research, I'm doing all. Otherwise, all this is also to know the other person ego. Also, it's not necessary for me. I just wanted to understand the things to give a better idea, to write some better things, or to when I'm counseling, I can give a better things. That's the reason I do some such kind of things. Sometimes, which is not affecting my peace. Suppose if somebody else is not liking my post, it's not affecting me anything. Somebody else is praising. Somebody will come and say that, oh, you are that material, this material. Why you stopped? That also, that price is also not affecting me, because I know what makes me happy. I'm doing it. I'm so happy. So
yeah,
somebody need not give that kind of. I'm not looking for that prize also, right? Then you will be. That's what. Maybe because at this age I may be getting. At teenage they will not be, right. They are getting affected.
yeah, yeah. We just have to focus on, am I at peace or am I get
Yes.
disturbing?
Are you at peace or not? Are your emotions are actually disturbing your inner peace? Then surface out those emotions.
Mm,
It's not required.
yeah. Peace of mind is very healthy. Otherwise, it disturbs or it just all our
Chemicals,
chemicals
because your anger,
change.
all the things, negative emotions will produce lot of unnecessary chemicals in your body.
Yes.
Whereas
So if
love, compassion, empathy, all these things will give all such a good chemicals only it produces, and it helps you.
yes, yeah, if we cannot do that much to our body, why are we in this body?
Means that particular basic understanding, if you're all there, you will all be healthy and happy only.
Yes. Thank you, Prasanna.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Rajana.
Mhm.
So, Prasanna garu, so regarding that particular example, so what you told about the likes and dislikes, I mean, the Instagram, the real lady.
Hmm.
So, the attachment or like something that she's getting attached, right? Like you're saying, like to come out of the surface. We just wanted to know any tips were coming out of the surface. Yes, it's easy to say that coming out of the surface, but probably in that particular she would have not digested that thing, right? It's not very easy for her to come out of that, to come out of that surface and go into the deeper space. So yeah, present moment when you just observe your breath, you might come back, but instantly within your no more time, like you'll go back again to those thoughts. It's not very easy. So what are the tips you can give for this?
So think in a reverse way. When you cannot do that, think in a reverse way. Suppose if I don't get likes, if I don't get followers, what will happen? Will the world will stop? So you are not getting. Let us take, she's getting because losing the followers, she's also losing money. Let us take. Okay, she's also losing money because she's not getting too many followers. Her income is also getting low. So will that income, because of the lack of income, will that the world will end for you? Or because you committed a suicide, will the others world will affect, or will they move on? Remember, nobody is here permanent. You came for a purpose, you need to finish your purpose and go. Okay. If you cannot do that, then actually, because nobody will stop. That's what I always say in my office when people are taking job into too serious. Suppose something happened to us, before they write a condolence message, they'll think of who is the replacement. How can this work could be progressed?
Yeah.
That's whether you accepted it or not. That is the thing. It's happened. Then they may send one condolence message to all the team. But it is you who have to take care of your health. So before that is the reels are there. Reels are there only like last 5-6 years, right? Before that people survived. Even celebrities are there and people survived. If the reels is not there, TikTok banned in many countries. Does anybody died? Nobody died. Similarly, if because the followers are there definitely These are all the people that instantaneously taking a this kind of education should be there on and off to the kids from the beginning. That's what I can say. Instantly it won't come because they are already in the man. I told you, right, that games person, that mania, you cannot stop in that moment. It's very highly impossible to stop at that moment once you got addicted. Once you got addicted, only person that can change you is you yourself. When I want to come out of that addiction, only people can help, whether it's be it a mother or a father or anybody. When I don't want to come, when I want to be in that addiction, nobody can save me. But before going to the addiction, anybody, the parents can help the people from the beginning. So we also have some kind of a false egos. I can say that's what I remember. Xbox in one of that in some time back, when my kids are all actually in a young kids, like everybody has a Xbox. Everybody. In one of the birthday, I want to buy an Xbox for my son. My husband said, "You want him to study or play? But don't complain tomorrow that he is spending too much on Xbox." I guarantee I will not answer anything. For some reason, because my husband very rarely, like 10% or 5%, he'll say no to me, whatever I do. The moment he said no, I stopped it. Because when there is no access at home itself, right? Then there will be ego, right? If the kid comes, oh, that guy is having Xbox, this guy is having Xbox, why not me? Then we ourselves feel everybody is having so access to so much. Why can't we buy? Because we are affordable. That's not, we are not able to see through the things that future what will happen. So because of that, it doesn't mean that if 100 parents bought the Xbox, all 100 kids will go into the addiction. No, only 1 or 2 kids will go. But you don't know whether that 1 or 2 kids, your kid will be there or not. Then better not to go there itself. That's what, right? As a kids, we don't have much distractions, but these kids have a lot of distractions. Do not buy some more distractions. You cannot avoid internet, you cannot avoid laptop, because everything, lessons and all the things are there. Okay, so whatever the things that you can avoid, you can avoid. And the example like this, whenever it comes, you go and explain to them. Do not hide, because our elders, they will hide. Oh, let's the kids not listen, but do not hide. Tell them what is the repercussions, how the life has gone for that particular kid. You just explain to them. Then they will understand. It won't come all in one day for sure. Even for that one also, whenever she is trying to follow the so many people, and when she said, oh, I got 500 likes, I had 1,000 followers, then say, this is not the life. This may come and go. Because always make them grounded from the beginning. Then when the followers are losing also, oh, my mom said they will come and go, it's not permanent, then she'll be able to take it. Okay.
Thank you, Prasanna garu. I think the reverse, I like the way like going backwards, questioning. So that will, I think it's an important tip we can give it for the next generation as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that they keep asking why, go back from why backwards. I think I
Why
like
not?
that. Yeah, why not? So yes, I like that. Yeah, thank you, Prasanna garu. Any other further questions, friends?
Sorry, Lavanya, we will stop here because I
Yes,
need to rush to some other
sure.
place. That's why I got ready and sat.
Yeah,
5
yeah,
o'clock,
sure.
I need to go.
Beautiful
Yeah,
class, Prasanna. Thank you.
Thank you all. See you in
Thank
June
you,
first
Prasanna
week.
garu. WAP session today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I enjoyed with all of you. Okay. Thank you.
thank you, Prasanna garu. Thank you, everyone, masters. See you next week. Bye. Bye for